1 in every 5 people don't know where their next meal is coming from. And the work that Channel One does can change that.
Our family survived because of things like this food pantry. I learned to pull myself up and out of something that I was born into, that I didn't choose. I want to thank Channel One Food for that.
Channel One is first and foremost a food bank. We are the largest hunger relief organization in southeastern Minnesota. We serve 14 counties, and in addition to being a food bank that supports over 100 different food shelves and food programs throughout that area, we also have an on-site food shelf, which is one of our biggest programs. In that food shelf, we get about 10,000 household visits every single month. We do home deliveries, we do pop-up mobile pantries and pop-up food shelf opportunities, as well as prepared meals programs, which works with local restaurants and other partner nonprofits. We also do some mobile distributions in rural areas where people may have a hard time accessing charitable food systems. We truly listen to the entire community about what the needs are, and we meet them.
Growing up, food was certainly something that we struggled with, that my parents struggled providing a well-balanced meal, keeping our pantry stocked, and so we relied on a food pantry to be able to provide meals for my family. It kept us alive. That's what drives the work that I do every day. When people are fed, they thrive, right? They go to school, they're able to go to work, they are healthier. To be able to show up for people, provide them with their basic necessities in a way that doesn't make them feel like a number is something that's really important to us.
The staff that works here at Channel One is great at welcoming people. When a shopper comes here to Channel One, they are greeted with a smile from our front desk. And I think that Channel One does an excellent job of helping not only individuals maintain their dignity, but also their identity as well.
I've been a recipient of the food pantry services here in Rochester the last 3.5 years. There were often times that I was making just enough money to not qualify for food stamps. And I remember going through the line and them asking me if I had applied for SNAP benefits yet. And when I told them yes, they understood that's a lot of times the people that they'll see come in, the people that are slipping between the cracks. I remember when I came in, I saw this huge wall full of bread. And it was like all of the bread that I had always wanted to get at the store, but always said no to. It was organic, high quality, like the kind of stuff I probably couldn't afford. Food, nutrition, all of those things are super important to your health and your well-being. And to have the resource available to me made it that much easier.
I think that the most important thing when it comes to providing a resource like food, which is just a basic need, is to be able to provide it in the most dignified way. Somebody shouldn't have to feel like they're being a burden by asking for something just to live.
When you struggle with food instability, financial instability, you carry that burden in your heart and on your back. Knowing that I had my food covered and having a plan for that and being the person that was solving the problem in my life or feeling like I had the control in that gave me a lot of dignity.
Channel One could not do what it does without the community that we live in. When it comes to monetary donors or the people who volunteer and give of their time, it really makes a world of difference, and we just could not do it without the community that we live in, and we're so grateful for that.
We need the support of the local community here in Rochester. I'm very fortunate to have found a place like Channel One to volunteer. It's worth it.
I always say, my dream would be to work myself out of a job someday because, I don't want people to be hungry. I don't want any child to not know where their next meal is coming from. We can close that gap. We can make sure that there are families and children and people of all ages that know where their next meal is going to come from because of Channel One.
I want to thank the people that took the time every single day to care about this place. Me and my daughter and my husband, we have a chance at really making it out of poverty. I want to thank Channel One Food for giving me the courage to change my life.